6 tons that has survived 2 million years of ice ages and predators, but it will not survive today. Theron braces his pike against the frozen earth, angling the obsidian point upward at 30 degrees. Behind him, his hunting party waits in formation, each warrior positioned with planted spears. This is mathematics now, not bravery. When 6,000 kilograms hits the spear line at 40 kilometers per hour, physics does what human strength never could. The mammoth thunders closer, 20 meters, then 10, and its eyes find Theron, showing something unexpected, recognition of what humans have become. The impact is catastrophic. 3 pikes punch through hide simultaneously, obsidian points seeking the massive arteries near the shoulder as blood sprays in steaming pulses. The hunters scatter as it thrashes, letting hemorrhage finish the work. 15 minutes until the beast collapses, 30 minutes until it's dead. 23 people swarm the carcass with stone scrapers, working with brutal efficiency to carve 3,000 kilograms of meat in massive strips, enough to feed the clan for weeks. "Another one," says Kira, Theron's sister, wiping blood from her knife. "9 this moon cycle." Theron looks across the steppe at another herd grazing in the distance. 20 animals, 3 juveniles, easy targets. "We hunt again tomorrow." Kira nods, but something flickers in her expression. Everyone's noticed how the herds are smaller than 5 winters ago, how they travel farther to find prey, how the bone piles at their camps grow higher with thousands of skeletons, more than they can use. But talking won't change survival. This is what humans do. Across the continent, the killing repeats. In Poland, hunters kill their 112th mammoth, while 50% of their spear points show impact fractures from striking bone. They've become specialists, an entire culture built around killing giants. In Siberia, obsidian points embed so deep in mammoth shoulder blades, they'll remain there for 29,000 years. In Australia, different prey falls as giant kangaroos vanish within 5,000 years of human arrival. Thunderbirds disappear, and their burnt eggs litter hearth sites in patterns that couldn't come from wildfire. The megafauna survived 20 ice age cycles, extreme cold, volcanic winters, and continental drift, but they cannot survive humans with projectile weapons and cooperative tactics. 20 years pass as Theron's hair grays, and his daughter Sarah leads the hunts now. They've moved camp 3 times, always following herds that keep shrinking. Where they found 50 mammoths, now 15. Where 15, now 5. "The mammoths are moving north," Sarah says around the fire. "We should follow." But Theron knows better. He's tracked migrations his whole life, and they're not moving north. There are simply fewer of them. He does a calculation his ancestors couldn't. His clan kills 100 mammoths yearly. 30 clans exist in this region, totaling 3,000 deaths annually, while mammoths produce 1 calf every 4 years and reach maturity at 15. The math is inescapable. They're killing faster than mammoths can reproduce. What happens when they're gone? Theron asks the fire. No one answers, and other megafauna are vanishing too. Giant ground sloths gone, massive bears disappearing, sword-toothed cats rarely seen. Only smaller animals remain abundant. Deer, rabbits, creatures that reproduce quickly, that can hide, that don't make attractive targets. Theron doesn't have words for extinction or the ecological framework to understand it, but he sees it happening. The last mammoth Theron sees is alone, an elderly female moving slowly across the barren steppe with no herd, no protection, just one animal where there should be dozens. Sarah wants to hunt it after 3 weeks since their last major kill. "Father, we're hungry," but Theron blocks her path with a simple no. "No?" She stares at him in disbelief. "We need food." He can't explain extinction to people who've never seen a species disappear. so they watch the mammoth lumber past with its scarred tusks and patchy fur marking 60 years of survival. Probably one of the last breeding females in the region. It doesn't even acknowledge them, just walks searching for a herd that no longer exists. A week later, they find it dead from old age, starvation, or loneliness, and they butcher it anyway, waste nothing, but the meat tastes like defeat. Winter is brutal without reliable mammoth kills, as they hunt deer and bison in harder work for less reward, and 2 clan members die from hunger. "This is your fault," Sarah accuses one frozen night. "You let that mammoth go. We could have eaten for weeks." "One mammoth wouldn't have saved us," Theron replies, "and killing it would have guaranteed none next year." "There are none anyway," Sarah shouts. "They're gone, Father. All of them." She's right. In their region, thousands became dozens, scattered and isolated, functionally extinct. The extinction wave follows human migration like a shadow. 50,000 years ago, Homo sapiens reaches Australia, and within 10 millennia, 88% of megafauna vanish. Giant wombats, marsupial lions, thunderbirds, as continental ecosystems that existed for millions of years are restructured in an evolutionary eye blink. Humans cross into North America, and 72% of megafauna disappear within centuries. Mammoths, mastodons, giant sloths, saber-toothed cats, animals that survived 20 ice age cycles, gone. Then South America with 83% loss. Madagascar with 90%, New Zealand, and the Caribbean islands. The pattern is unambiguous. Wherever humans go with advanced hunting technology, megafauna extinctions follow. Climate changes too during this period, but smaller animals survive fine. It's only the big ones, the slow-breeding, conspicuous, good hunting targets that disappear. The variable that matters isn't climate, it's human presence. Theron dies without seeing another mammoth, though his descendants will find a small population on a remote Arctic island called Wrangel, surviving until 3,700 years ago, long after pyramids rise in Egypt, before they too vanish. Of 57 megaherbivore species that existed 50,000 years ago, only 11 remain today. African elephants, rhinos, hippos, all in Africa, where humans and megafauna co-evolved, where animals learned to fear humans gradually, where adaptation matched innovation. Everywhere else, absence. 161 mammal species over 45 kilograms, gone. Not from climate or disease or asteroids, but from us, from hunting so effective that prey couldn't evolve defenses fast enough, from projectile weapons that killed from distance, from cooperative tactics that turned animal strength into liability. Sarah grows old, leading her clan as they adapt to smaller prey, fishing, and plant gathering. Humans always adapt, but sometimes in firelight, she remembers that last mammoth walking alone, searching for a herd that would never exist again, and she wonders what her grandfather understood that she didn't. Between 52,000 and 9,000 BCE, humans drove over 178 species of the world's largest mammals to extinction. Our ancestors didn't just hunt, they eliminated. Today, over half of remaining megafauna are vulnerable or endangered. History is repeating. What responsibilities do we have to the species still here? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe to explore more uncomfortable truths about human history, the ones we need to understand to avoid repeating our ancestors' mistakes.